Drama Java with Waptec. I'm just going to read the least hilarious one first. I usually agree with your point, or points, but not this one. I am sure what you're looking at is legit. It was yet another lens flare video from a piece of camera equipment where the person uploading the video, if you're curious, isn't in possession of it, so they have the plausible deniability of, I don't know if it's a defective camera, I'm just posting a video, and then immediately assuming it's Nibiru instead of getting out a camera and proving that it exists themselves. Well, and then they have to find the $5 camera to do that. But anyway, like I was saying, I've been studying this for over 3 years, and it's getting bigger and badder. Still, people doubt it's possible to have a huge objects in the solar system, but it's there. We don't doubt that there are huge objects in the solar system. Again, this is exactly the same level of I don't want to do my homework or I don't want to show my work thing that people do. You make a claim and steadfastly refuse to provide proof. Most of the people who do this have learned to not even allow for that subject to come up. They don't even allow themselves to provide proof. They just make the assertions and run away. But anyway, someone reposts to this person, and I allowed this because this is a decent discussion. Facts are planets don't jump around from one location to another. If it was real object, you would see that big perm in the skies. So if this was a real object, you see that big perm, I don't know if that's correct, in the skies. So look again at the loops. You will see they are flares, because they are. Studying it for 3 years, you say. Would you have coordinates for this object? Maybe you should check out the links Waptec provided. Because this is a very legitimate argument. You have to literally believe in a specialized universe wrapped around every Nibiru believer, where every piece of sky they look at is going to have this, but everyone 5 feet away doesn't see the same thing. And it's not a majority opinion, nor is it special snowflake vision, nor is it I have a special camera that it's a secret camera that can detect planets. It's them literally getting to the point that they don't want to even have anybody in their little universe bubble. But anyway, the person responded with this. You would see from another part of the world a different vantage point, different angle. So my response, because I had to do this, you're either refusing to provide coordinates, which is a standard tactic, or you do not understand what coordinates are. If you're claiming it's a planet, and it's up in the sky, and it isn't impacting us currently, that means it's in a part of space that has coordinates associated with it. You only have to do a very simple thing. What time did you record your image? What angle? Where is it? When people use these webcams, I can easily confirm or deny whether or not they're looking at the sun or moon. It's easy to shoot down. They don't want to tell you, so they obscure the top part of the screen where it had the time and date stamp. Heck, even in the video nobody noticed this, but I also did that as well. You'd have to actually go to the page and see where it was. And I included links to the actual images. But the point I'm making here is refusing to provide the basics. Where were you when this happened? What time of day and which direction you were looking? Those are coordinates. You're either refusing to provide them. 3 years? No. No, if you want to be called an astronomer, oh, that's right, you're not an astronomer, you're a Nibiru astronomer. You don't care about anything else? Okay, anyway. Saying we would see it from another angle or vantage point. Yes, that's how we triangulate whether it's close to the Earth and tiny or far away and big. You're not wanting anybody to double check your work. You're not wanting your work to be falsifiable. Falsifiability is a requirement. You have to provide enough information that your idea can be thrown under a bus. That's the point. If I make the assertion that I'm the most sexy man on the face of the Earth, we have obvious proof here that it's true. Or you can falsify it, but, I'm at least providing evidence. But that's it. I mean, it ends. You don't have any power over it. But if you refuse to provide, it's like some chick refusing to give me her number. Okay, I'll get out of your house. But it's a bad joke. Come on, relax. So he says, Waptec, idiot you are. Unnamed individual. Snorkelbutt you are. Seriously, you did a Yoda? Okay, fine. Doing a vid on this fail now, which I'm doing now. Then you said, Waptec, you're so smart, you figure it out, idiot. This is that do your own research, which means you're refusing to provide evidence. Again, same tactic. So now you are literally in that point where I'm going to start deleting your comments entirely, one by one surgically. Or if I was running a Chan, I would rename your title to Yet Another Idiot or Anonymous Coward if I wanted to. You have to back up your assertion that defies everybody else on the planet that says, We're not seeing it. Tell us where it is. Well, it'll be a different vantage point. We know that. You're refusing to provide information because you know it's not there. It's either subconscious or consciously. You know that for a fact it isn't there. You don't want to be critiqued. Grow some freaking cojones. Waptec, you don't know crap about me. Yes, we do. Now, you could have kept your mouth shut and make us all wonder, but now you've eliminated all doubt. You're fake-ass clown, fuck-tard, leading people astray. You're a disgrace, ignoramus. You shall not pass. So we've gone from Yoda. Okay. And then he commented that those two comments were actually on a completely different comment on the same video, and I had to tell him this conversation wasn't about you. Why are you picking arguments in other threads? Because you're losing in the other one where I said put up or shut up, and you can't do it because you have nothing. I'm going to leave a set of links below on how to do coordinates for things you see in the sky. This is provided by, of all places, MUFON. Yeah, if you claim to see a UFO, they don't assume that it's in space. They assume it's in the atmosphere. They need you to tell them where you were, when you were, and what direction you were pointing. It can be plus or minus a blocks in case you're worried about someone finding your house, but you have to provide it. I provided a sighting for a comet or whatever entering the atmosphere. It was an asteroid or a meteor over here. It was a green streak. It was... I'll try to find that one. The point I'm making here is you're not doing even that. And those are for things that this information's been available for a long time. When you sight a star in the sky at night, it has coordinates. Well, it'd be different coordinates for you. Yeah, we compensate for that because we're on a planet, and it's that way we can find it. Was it within the visual range on that date and time within a certain constellation? That's another form of coordinates. You're not providing any information because you know that it wasn't true. You know that nobody will confirm it. Only you saw it. Okay? I see a giant ice cream sundae here. Nobody else can see it, and it's mine. That has about as much of effect. Thank you for welcoming us all to your very, very interesting universe. I'm going to use a Neil deGrasse Tyson confused image for this video because I can get away with it, and then I'm going to do this. Mike Tyson, when he was told about Tinder, I'm going to do this for entertainment value, and I'm also going to include the screaming rant of the day afterwards. Let's get some fun stuff. I'm told there's a condition called Tinder thumb, Tyson said. You get Tinderitis. He's giggling to himself because it's an incredibly lame joke, and he's a geek. And then someone corrects him. He says, I'm betting that the inventors of the global positioning satellites never anticipated that there would be an app that localizes you on the surface of the Earth to find someone else that you're going to have sex with in a few hours. This is an extraordinary application of tax money because GPS is a military project by the Air Force. The person he was having this discussion with became increasingly frustrated because he kept pointing out how absolutely hilarious this whole thing is. That and the fact that you could swipe left or right to say yes or no to someone. If you swipe left and right, it means you want to hook up. And he says that might be very confusing to people who have left-right dyslexia. At which point, the other people became very exasperated with him. I think this is funny. So anyway, apparently I'm having the same effect on you because I'm pointing out the blatantly obvious, and you're not able to get out of your box. Heavy Water News Network has been posting all sorts of stuff to my channel, but he didn't like me pointing out that Ben Time Traveler took one for the team and helped the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy change my video to annoy, not destroy. And he said, I will kill you myself, you freak. Why don't you go rape your father? Loser, loser, loser. You ugly, creepy, sick freak. Kill yourself. So either Heavy Water News Network is a fanboy of a certain time traveler, or maybe he's the companion. or maybe maybe it's Ben. Oh, and Ben, take the image and flip it around. That's the secret clue. How many people have noticed that there's a sign behind me when I do this, and you can find it, unless it's not visible from Google Street View. This is the Easter egg hunt. This is for all of you pizza gators out there. Let's do this. Find this location. It's not like I could walk 6 blocks or go between buildings and go onto the opposite side of a block. But if anybody wants to try to find this location, it's an open experiment. That's the clue. Nobody's even tried? Hey Ben, keep videotaping your neighborhood. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with